So the first thing I do is get up from bed. I always pick up my phone and browse Twitter, Instagram, and that kind of helps me get ready to get up and face the day. I then go and brush my teeth and I hop down to get myself some breakfast. Normally I don't actually have breakfast, but if I do, it's something light like cereal. So the next thing I do is I would browse my to-do list for the day, and that would be me looking at my virtual calendar, which I find really helpful. And yeah, I just look at what I have to do. So the next thing I do is I have my team meeting. Team meeting isn't every day. It can depend, it can vary, and it's just where I discuss things with the team and things that are on the agenda. The next thing I'm doing is I am having a call to a client, and that was an OT initial assessment that I set up with the client beforehand. During that assessment, I'd normally do my typing and do typing afterwards just to make the process a little bit quicker for documentation. So normally after an assessment, what I would normally do would be to document the assessment. Some services will offer their own OT template. Sometimes you can just informally use OT questions just to find out more about the client and get the information that you're looking for. What I'd normally be wanting to find out is how can I support someone with self-care, productivity and leisure, and what are they struggling around those areas. I think this is the time I probably have my break. I am going to be going out to the shops next, and that would be my break time. Deuces.
So hi guys, I'm in the car and I'm going to, oh my gosh, this like little, what's it called, fell out. Oh, we are just doing what we can do. Okay, no. Sorry guys, so yeah, I'm back in the car. And yeah, I'm just going to go to Asda Sainsbury's. This is something that I would maybe do once in a while whilst I'm on my break. It's been a very long time since I've driven this car. Yeah, I don't really drive my car much. I still am working on driving far distances. Quite busy today. Stopped driving for 3 years and lost a lot of my driving confidence since then, so it's been very, very slow and steady. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. I thought I'd do a little bit something a little bit different. If you do want to see like an actual day where I am actually working, I could, but I just don't think you're gonna probably get much out of it because one, I'd be actually busy and I wouldn't be able to show you a lot because of confidentiality. So this is probably the best video you would get because I'm able to give you guys a good idea what I do. But yes, let me know though. I'd be happy to show how my maybe stress levels actually are. They're not bad at the moment. We made it safely. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to my local Asda and go back home. And what I would do is I'd normally be rushing, to be honest, because I don't have that much time for my break. It's like 50 minutes. So I'd normally rush here and then go back, because what I've realized with this job compared to other jobs is it is very, very, very full on. Like other jobs, I felt like it was very, very easy to do something on the side and have a lot of free time for yourself. But with this job, I found that you are really making the most of those whole like 7 hours you have to work. Probably not be vlogging on the way back because I would like to play some music. So as you guys can see, I literally just went there to go and purchase nonsense. The victory, my God is in me. So after the break, I would get back to my room to maybe do some afternoon calls and whatever needs to be done. So in this case, we'll give the example that I've received an email from a care agency that my client has been provided support by, and they are concerned with the client. For example, maybe they haven't been able to see the client for a few days, or the client has been turning their carers away. So working in social care, these are things that I would be looking into also.
So normally after I am done, what I would do would be to go through my client list. I don't do this every day, but this is a day, say, that I am looking at my client list and client referrals. When I say new referrals, I'm talking about people that are being referred to me normally by other team members, maybe clients that they're already working with. They would then refer them to me through our system that we would use. So every place you have would normally have a system that they use that you can access your referral list. Sometimes I think it can be online, sometimes it can just be on paper. So what I have done is I've created a kind of template for myself that I feel like could be something you could probably use in all kind of settings to do with maybe mental health. As you can see, I have got in the first column, I've got client, so that would just be the client name that I would insert. So let's say, for example, I insert client's name. Let's just make up a name. Thomas Franklin. I don't even know if I would be spelling that right. Is it Franklin? Thomas Franklin. Let's just say Thomas Frank. Let's say the referral date is 1st of April 2020. So this would be something I would input from the information I get from the system that I normally see my OT referrals. So I would normally have a read of the client and find out what's going on with the client, why they've been referred, and whether I think they're deemed as needing my input. So I can either normally go back to the person that's referred to me and say, look, I'm not sure this is OT appropriate, and maybe advise them on where I think they could go, or I would take on the referral and pop it in this OT referral caseload Excel document. And I just feel like I create this just because it's very, very easy to just organize your clients. You can also have a priority system. You can do whatever you like. For me, priority system would be green, amber, and red. Red being urgent, amber being, medium level of urgency, and not very urgent, and green being, it's very low priority. So high priority is red, medium priority is amber, and low priority would be green. So yeah, that's just something I like to work with currently, but hey, things could change. And I would insert, the referral details, so colleague name. Let's just say, what name could we use? Sean. And diagnosis, let's just say the person has depression and schizophrenia. Oh, I hope I'm spelling that correctly. And then I would insert the reason for referral. So let's say the reason for referral could be, I found on the system that the reason for referral is client is struggling to engage in daily, I'm just gonna say ADLs because it's easier, but that's activities of daily living, such as bathing, having a bath, what else? through that, that's like a standard intervention that, you know, you're struggling to do washing, dressing, getting out of bed, finding work. So let's just say all due to depression and low levels of motivation. So my goal is to kind of find out why they're finding it, they're in this state of depression, if there's any medication that they're taking, you know, do they need to book an appointment with the GP? Are they under a team that are helping them with this? And what do they find motivating? You know, what do they like to be able to do? And you can see they're very keen to find work, so that's already something to help motivate them. So referral to employment support should help with those kind of issues of finding work, to be able to get out of bed. So working with the client to do this, and if not, going back to the drawing board, seeing what else works. I think groups would be good for this person because the person is low motivation. I mean, maybe they don't feel like they have much of a social life, so you could be like exploring, let's just say exploring interests. Let's just say the interest identified was that he enjoys exercise and referred into an exercise group. So this is like how you could kind of help a person in mental health. I hope this kind of breakdown helped you guys. This is what I would kind of do. I'm not like the perfect OT. No one is perfect. I'm just literally showing you things I would do. Like, don't take this as the gospel. But yeah, I just feel like these are things that came to mind with this made up person. Obviously for confidentiality reasons, I can't just give you client names. So this is just very like maybe a kind of case you could come across. After that, I would then probably, let's just say for the day, I would have to write up on my previous conversations. So the first thing that we did was thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the vlog / information video on my life as a occupational therapist working in social services as a mental health OT. I hope you got some insight into it. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing this video myself. It was something different for me and something that I hope I enjoy editing. And yeah, I will catch you again in the next video. Take care.